Bad bitch, I keep it real. Niggas be tripping, don't really give a fuck. That's how you really feel.
Yeah. I made it.
Yes,
I'm in
I'm
the
here.
building. They were like, who's that in the background? I'm like, that's who I'm interviewing.
That's me for me.
That's right. That's right. Thank you for stopping by. I appreciate you.
Oh, thank you for having me. I appreciate it.
For sure, for sure, for sure, man. How you doing? How you doing?
I'm
How's your
good.
Friday?
I'm good. I'm like battling like some allergy, like colds. It's been crazy.
Aw.
Yeah.
I
But
never got allergies yet. My mother has it, and before the whole mask thing, sometimes she used to have to wear a mask sometimes out here.
really?
Yeah, because we out here in like Sonoma County, like north of San Francisco, like North
Okay.
Bay. It's in the North Bay, so it's like I don't know. It's like it's the Bay Area. Have you been out to the Bay before?
A long time ago, but like I didn't stay out there. We like
Yeah, so
drove through.
yeah, so the Bay is like Frisco and Oakland, but there's like the Bay, there's the East Bay, the South Bay, and the North Bay. So I'm in the north side.
Okay.
Yeah, yeah.
Okay.
What part? Well, actually, first of all, who are you? I just started wanting to jump in.
I
Who are?
know.
I know, right? I'm at. Who are you? Where are you from? And what do you do?
So I'm Kashmir. I'm from LA. I'm on the east side of LA, and I'm a rapper, a local rapper.
Okay. And when you say East, what do you mean by that? What area? I lived in LA for
So
15
like
years, so.
Montebello to Whittier. So Montebello,
Oh,
Pico, Whittier.
like Pico Rivera and all that.
Yup.
Yeah, for sure, for sure. Girl, I
That's
got two and
that's.
I got a 2 and 3 area code. You can't get those area codes no more. You feel me?
Yup,
I
yup.
was out there from like 2001 to like 2006, 15 or something. So
Damn. So was
yeah,
I. I've been
I
like this.
had for sure, man. I miss it, but I'm also happy to be back out here where I'm from, you know. So it's good.
Yeah, I
For sure,
bet.
for sure. Well, first of all, Where'd you get this? I hate when motherfuckers say feistiness. Actually, where'd you get this fucking energy from? I like
The
it.
energy, I feel like I've always had it.
Yeah.
It's always been there. But I don't know, like as far as like my music goes, I feel like it's my therapy at the same time. So like
Hey, real
the
quick, you an
best
actor
time.
too. You an actor. This little part right here, it's just like a little part. It's like a little part, but
No,
like
like all
it's
my
so
music
subtle.
videos.
But you don't look like you know how some people's faces they're like they look like they're acting, and you
Right.
don't look like you don't look like you're acting. Yeah,
Not
yeah.
like yeah, yeah. All my music videos got a little. They're creative. You know what I'm saying? I don't like.
Yeah. No, they're right here.
Yeah.
Do a little acting in there.
I love to see it. I love to see it. Like, y'all could go watch this music video on my YouTube. Link is in my bio.
Yeah, that movie's good too, though. You know.
Yeah, that's my
Is that full of
dog.
pro?
That's my dog.
Oh,
Like,
that's just your homie?
yeah, that's my homie. Like, he's actually the person that got me started in like doing this music shit.
Oh shit,
So,
for real?
yeah. Yeah, it all started when I met him, and like from there, he
Oh,
also does he has music too. He does music too and all of that shit. So
oh,
like
okay,
it's
okay.
like
So
a group
he
of
got his own
us.
vibe going.
Yeah.
Okay, I was gonna say because Apple had energy too. I was like, these was they
He
said you got,
does.
you
He
know what I mean?
does. No, he does. Like it's crazy because like when we had first gotten started with it all, one of our right before COVID, we were getting booked for shows. So like we had opened up for Too Short, and we actually had a performance at the House of Blues in Anaheim. So we sold over 100 tickets, and it
Oh,
was
nice.
so crazy. Like it was so dope, and it was like his show, but you know he brought everybody with him. Like I performed a song, like, and it was lit. It was
Hell
lit.
yeah, hell yeah. So so let's go back. Oh, wait, well, before we go back, talk about something current before my ass forgets.
Yeah.
How was last night? Was it
Yo,
last night?
oh, so
I was at the house. I was at the house. Where were you last night?
I was at the Versus battle, Bone Thugs versus
Yeah,
D6
the first of
Mafia.
the
You feel
month.
me? And it's so crazy because like I actually met Lazy Bone last weekend. So my
I've shot
dad's
those guys
friend,
before too.
yeah, no, he's super, super cool. Like
Yeah,
super,
they are.
super dope.
They're all fucking cool, man.
Yeah. And you know,
Oh,
I knew about the Versus battle and stuff. So basically one of my dad's homies, he's good homies with Lazy. So I figured like, oh, he's probably gonna go. I was gonna get a ticket. I didn't end up getting a ticket, and then it's like 6 o'clock. I have the Verses turned on at my house. And homie hits me up. He's like, yo, did you get
let's
your
go.
ticket? I said, nah, I didn't get it. Da, da, da. He goes, pull up right now. I can get you in. Like, get you in backstage. I said,
Man.
say less. I got ready so quick. And my mom was like, where are you going? I was like, pointing at the TV. I'm going to that. I'm going to be there. I'm going to be there. I'm going to be there.
That's crazy.
The energy was crazy, you know?
I bet. I was like seeing both of them and then the drama too. You saw the drama?
Oh yeah. No,
You
yeah,
can't
of course.
you can't
That's
there's
that
always
West
something that
Coast
you
shit
can't
though.
bring.
I'm sorry. Like, don't be mocking me during my performance. Who the fuck do you think you are? Like, it's crazy.
Yeah, that fool, and then I guess there was a fight, but then they made it cool again.
Right.
And
They had to like even stop like broadcasting it for a second. And then like Lazy, it was funny because afterwards Lazy was like, man, if they fuck this bag up for us,
oh my
don't fuck
God.
this bag up for us. Like, come
I
on.
know, because I
What's
think
up,
that's what they
AJ?
said.
What's
If you
up?
don't if they don't go out there, yeah, shout out. Yeah,
Yeah,
if they don't fucking if they didn't go back out, they weren't gonna get that cheddar. And I heard it's a pretty
period,
nice.
period.
I
It's
heard it's a
not
pretty
worth
nice
it.
bag now.
It's yeah. It's not.
That's the
It
whole
wasn't worth
point. Like, think about it. Everybody's like, we're talking about everything, but at the same time, like we can make so much money together if we fuck with each other more, instead of just trying to compete. But everybody sees that you can make money off hating on each other, so
it.
motherfuckers
Right.
be doing that shit too a lot. It's
I
rough.
also feel like it's like almost established in minorities. Like we already like have a disadvantage of just like growing up in the hood and growing up in the gutters and like just not getting shit, just not being like easy, you know?
Yeah,
So I feel like it's almost like instilled in us by the white people. I always say that. Like
it is. Yeah,
this is just all
colonizers.
a plan, it's all a plot. Like this is all part of, they want us to fight. They don't want us to work together because they know if we did, it'd
It'd
be
be
over.
over.
It'd be
Hell yeah,
over.
jinx. It would be over. I mean, that's what they want, man and woman to go against each other. They want old and young to go against each other. They want light skin to dark skin to go against each other.
Man, it's
All that shit.
crazy. It's a crazy time we're living in, man. It's a crazy
Isn't it
time.
though? Hey, and how are you doing with this whole? I feel like we're living in Jumanji, like there's like seven bad movies at the same time. You never know what's next. What
No,
the
for
fuck
real.
random shit's gonna happen next?
Yeah. For the most part, I'm doing good. Just really just adjusting to like the different lifestyle. Like even when COVID had hit, like obviously like, getting booked for shows and all of that was done for a little bit for a short period of
Yeah.
time. But I was able to, adjust and do what I gotta do because, they're gonna give us one stimmy, one stimmy, like, oh, here you go. Here's the help. Like,
Everybody
gotta
was balling for
gotta
like
figure
two
it
weeks.
out. Man, no, if you was on unemployment, okay? If you was on
Yeah.
unemployment, you was big balling. Like I
Oh
was
yeah.
working. I worked the entire time. And
I
then
didn't.
I recently stopped working and
I
it's
just
like
started.
really
Well, I just started a little bit. I'm just doing a little bit because my business is coming back. I was like probably the biggest event photographer in my area, so I was working like 3, 4 times. Like I was just really working. It was beautiful. It was a beautiful time in my career because I was creating a very like something that I could really live off, like buy a house with and do different things like that. Not just like get money with rappers and shit here and there. You know
yeah.
what I mean? For
Yep.
fun and shit. Because before all this, I was going to school. I went to USC and shit. But like,
Wow, okay.
yeah, I got
Okay.
a master's from USC. You feel me?
Wow.
Uh,
That was a
yeah,
slight
pop that.
flex.
You know what I
Slight
mean?
flex. like, but
these
instead of,
motherfuckers try
you
to
know,
flex on these females with these chains and shit. I flex with degrees.
no,
You feel me?
period. And that's
So
something to be proud of, for sure.
yeah, but the fucked up part is I fell in love with photography and I just started. It's beautiful, but like, and I started just going all over the world because if you know CNN's in Hollywood, and
Uh-huh.
I used to be like a photojournalist for CNN, so I would travel all over the world doing that shit.
Oh, that's dope. That's
Yeah. No,
that's dope.
LA was hella good to me. Like a lot of people come to LA. I didn't come to LA with any intentions of like Hollywood. I was actually gonna go to San Diego, but I was just going there to get out, not to get like I didn't get dropped out of my hood or nothing, but just to change my life, have a new life.
Right.
And so I wanted to live by the beach. And then I moved to Santa Monica, and there's fucking Venice Trece, Santa Monica boys, Culver City boys,
There's
fucking
gang.
all this
This
is
is a whole
everywhere.
lot of gang shit out here.
Hell yeah,
A whole
especially
lot of gang
and I
shit.
moved there in 2001, so they were just coming out of like the late 90s and the gang injunctions and just how cracking it was. So it was
Yeah.
in a way it was actually good for me. And then I grew my hair out how it's grown now, but not maybe not as long,
I know
but
we're twinning. We're twinning with the little
yeah.
bun right here.
Some motherfuckers thought I was Puerto Rican or like Hawaiian or
I could see Puerto Rican for sure.
yeah, and then over here because a lot of people don't have like they think there's a big Samoan community over here
Right?
and so they motherfuckers be thinking that, but I'm like, dude, no disrespect to my people because I love those people, but like the Aztecs, the Mexicas, they would tie their hair up if you see them like on there's ancient paintings, and it was to honor their god, to put their hair going straight up,
Really? I
yeah,
didn't
and
know
then
that.
yeah, and it's like your roots, and then even in the Christian Bible, they say men that follow God grow their hair, and so that's why I grow my hair. Honestly, I used to be pelon, girl, like a cholo look. So, but once I got sober, I still blaze and shit, but like I just went through like a transformation, you feel me? And then my hair took over, and it's like a struggle sometimes 'cause I got curly ass hair, you know what I mean? I'm a fucker. If I
Mm-hmm.
don't take care of it, it'll start to dread. Because
Really?
I have to like rip it apart, like not rip it, but like
Wow.
go like
Yeah, just yeah.
separate it,
It's a tangle.
because
Yep.
they start to like fucking curl, dude. It's crazy.
Wow.
Hey, I was gonna ask you another question.
Yeah.
So recently, me personally, like even as a man, I have been more like open with my sexuality. Like I'm a forward straight man, but I just mean just open talking about it. Just because a lot of times men talk about sexuality, but they talk about it, in my opinion, like just real weird, bro. It's like real like tough, and it's like sex isn't really. It can be tough, of course, right? Like when it's rough and all that, but I don't know how to explain it. They don't really talk about their sexuality, in my opinion, right? They're not really like it doesn't seem empowering.
Right.
But like, I think I've been vibing with people that are kind of, I don't know, like not afraid to express that part of them because there's parts in your lyrics. There's a part about eating out, like them going, oh, it was so fucking good. It was don't talk, or if you're gonna talk less. Oh man, I wish I could rewind.
Which song?
Anyway,
Which song was it? The
it's
one that
one
you
of these.
just the one you just played? Was it Touch?
Yeah, no, it was the second. It wasn't
The
loading. It
second
was.
part two?
I think it was the not loading. I think it was the other one. I don't know, but you talk about like if you're gonna say something. Anyway, you reference that, right?
Yeah,
But
yeah.
that would the whole point is that you kind of twist you speak like how a man would speak necessarily about, but you say it in a dope ass way, but as a female, right?
Hmm.
And so you're flipping the game, but you're also flipping hip hop, right? Where it's also mostly man dominated, but what if a woman, did her thing too? And
Yeah.
so basically what I'm getting to is where did you get that like confidence, and then also for me, I look at beauty in many forms, and there's like us men, like we like some thickness, you know what I mean? And it's very common in our community to like that. But in the white community, right, it's like, oh God, right?
Right.
So I wanted to just, because I like to kind of keep that question open because we're live, but like,
Yeah.
especially when it's about sex, but like, where did that come from? That kind of empowerment, that confidence, what I mean? Kind of switching the script if you are. Like, just tell me a little bit about that.
Yeah, so like, you know, as far as like my when I first started making music, I was like, okay, like already just like blueprinting it, like what kind of female rapper do I want to be in the game? And like in the beginning, a lot of times people would ask me what sets you apart? What makes you different from because female rap is trendy right now, right? So it's like what's gonna make you stand out? And I just feel like my confidence, I've always had confidence. I've always had confidence. Like, I've always just been like, not like, I don't even want to say a tomboy, but I've always hung out with like mostly guys. Like, I have like, I have like that girly side to me. I have best of both worlds, I feel like.
Yeah,
And
yeah,
like,
yeah, yeah.
I just feel like when you hang around with guys, you hear how guys talk, you know what I'm saying? And since rap is dominated by men, most of the music I listen to is male rap. So it's like, kind of just when I'm in my writing process, like I just kind of think of different ways to just kind of like, just kind of flip it basically. But I kind of like having like that dominant, you know, Megan the Stallion type, like, you know, that hard shit, because I don't feel like there's enough of that. And I do it, I don't do it in a super sexualized, like a super stripper way.
That big
I,
body rap.
yeah, you know what I'm saying? And like,
Yeah.
I feel like being thick even is like a trend too right now. And it's like,
See, but
it's
then some of the thick isn't real thick. You know, I like real thick. You're real
100%.
thick. I'm not trying to hate on
Yes.
them, but like they're creating this thick that's not even the real thick,
It's not
man.
even
Like
really
I
exactly.
like what do you say? Give me some whatever with some stretch marks. You know what I mean?
Right? Yeah, yeah, yeah. Kendrick. Yeah,
God
no,
damn.
some real
Thank God he
shit.
said that shit. I think that was a big deal when he said that.
No, no, for real. That song just great. The whole concept. But
The whole thing.
yeah, yeah, no, I love I don't know, like I love my body. And like you know, I've met a lot of female rappers. I've met a lot of managers that like seem to only manage women who have gotten BBLs. And it's like, it's almost like I feel like it's even just like promoted in that way. Like even Bia in A Whole Lot of Money, she says oh, I invested in my body, bitch, I'm done up. Like, you know what I mean? Like, and it's no hate at all. Like, you have the right to do whatever you want to your body, you know what I'm saying? But I feel like it is being misrepresented. And like girls who were born like this, who I struggled with body image issues my entire life. Like,
Yeah.
so it's like now to be older and it to be kind of like trendy is kind of like, all right. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like, it's kind of
Yeah.
weird, but I mean,
They
it's,
don't look the same though. They don't
yeah,
look the same no matter what. And I'll just be honest with you. I've had relations with them, and it's not the same, you know. And the thing is, it's also not the same in like, in my opinion, it's like I feel like I'm cheating, like they're cheating. Like it's not. I don't explain it. Like it's not as special to me because I didn't get this like that way. But at the same time, the one thing I do, I said personally that all mothers get a pass because I've seen what children do to women, and especially women that work their bodies out really well. And so
yup,
I just think generally, even if you want to, my whole thing is I don't give a fuck, do whatever, you know. But if I'm
mhm,
gonna speak on something, I'll say that the extremes are unhealthy, you know, when they go too far
right,
in either way, right?
yeah,
And
yeah,
so and so like so for me, I just feel like if you're gonna get like I know I just dated somebody that had all that and they were a beautiful person, and she said her second kid got her and really knocked her down, and she just felt like you know she's not somebody on social media. She doesn't show her body on babes almost nothing. She has a Facebook, not a even a, she doesn't even have an Instagram. But
wow,
it was for her that she just because she works out a lot and she was not you know there's certain things you just can't fix after that. And I understood that, and she's like, yeah, and I threw a little extra on it. You know what I mean? Of course, why not? You know
yeah,
what I
yeah,
mean?
yeah, no, for
Why
sure,
not? Why
for
not?
sure,
But
yeah, because yeah, once you have a certain amount of kids, it's kind of like it's really hard. And like if you don't have the money or live like that lifestyle, you know, it's really hard to get back get back to that. And I feel like that was like the whole purpose of even like that type of surgery, you know what I'm saying? Like, I mean, I guess it's cosmetic, but I don't know, I just like, you know,
would you
not
ever
that
do it?
people tell me I need to lose
Would
weight.
you ever do anything like that in your life?
As far as plastic
Just
surgery,
you don't have to get into details, just in general.
not I don't feel like, no, I really don't. Like I feel like girls, the pressure of everything is kind of like always pushing us to like, and like I'm sure like I've thought like, damn, if I had the money, like I would. But at the same time, I feel like it's such a big part of like who I am and like my image. The one thing that I do want to like as far as inspire is like I want to inspire like the little girls that grew up with my body type, and like to feel like they can go on YouTube and see somebody who looks like them. You know
Yes.
what I'm saying?
Yes.
I feel like if we all look like we got like if we all get BBLs, all these little
Yeah.
girls are all gonna want BBLs. Like,
Yeah, dude. What about hearing
no.
about? I don't know if you heard about some of them getting it really young. Homie said there should be a healthy limit. Yes, I agree. BBLs are the most dangerous plastic surgery. The other
They're
part about
really
that,
crazy. Like,
one in a
you
hundred
can't.
women die from it. Hey, that's true because I know a girl that almost died from it. You know, I don't want to get into too much details because then people might find out who I'm talking about. Um, but yeah, she said, you know, and I was like, damn, you know, like I would never risk my life to get a couple more inches or like to like I don't know, get like either way, hit tall or you know, I just found out that I'm 5'10". My whole life I thought I was 5'11". Fuck. Yeah. I was so hurt, girl. Because
Oh
when
my,
you're Chicano and you're 5'11", that's like fucking tall.
that's
5'10", you still
tall.
for a Chicano it's pretty tall still, but it's pretty average, you know, in the real world. So, you know, I thought I was close to, I was not, but with the hair bun, I think maybe.
Yeah, you got it. No, for sure. No, for sure. For sure.
I prayed for surgery and waited for 5 years to be okay. Damn.
That's
Yeah, I mean,
crazy. Yeah, you can't even like sit down on your ass
no,
for
I heard
like
all kinds of shit.
weeks. Like
Yeah, they have pillows
it's
and shit after that too.
the first week it's like your body's just draining out fluid. Like it's crazy. Like I've never gotten major surgery really for anything. I've never gotten like super injured or like anything like that. I got my wisdom teeth pulled out. That's like the craziest thing. And I can't like
Yeah.
even imagine like,
I got my nose fixed a little because I got it into gang. Well, I broke it in soccer and I broke it in gangbanging. So yeah, it
damn.
was like so they call it a rhinoscopy or rhinos
Rhino
past
something.
you're getting closer.
Rhino.
Past something. 1 in 4 women
Yes.
have died from BBLs in the Dominican Republic, which is the most popular
Popular
location.
location, that is true.
Fuck.
DR is yeah, DR is
Something
the
small,
spot
but
to get
something small,
BBLs.
but still this BBL stuff is crazy. Yeah, I don't know. I mean, I don't know, man. I would just say,
It's definitely major. You're risking, and then especially if you're going like out. Most girls go outside the country because it's cheaper, but it's like some girls come back from TJ and look fucked up.
yeah. Luckily, she went
Like
to Miami and she took care of herself and paid like the necessary costs for the real doctors. So
yeah,
I would do suggest you guys pay. I mean, it's just like when motherfuckers get tattoos and want to get hella cheap tattoos, I'm like, bruh, don't you want to? This is on your body forever, like for
forever. Yep.
forever.
Hmm.
I didn't pay for
Yep.
my tattoos, but I did photography for them, and I made sure everyone was a professional, except for my hood shit. But even them, that shit was pretty good too. So I don't know,
Yeah.
but yeah, it's a sad state where what's going on, and it's kind of been I don't know, it just you know what I mean, because it kind of perverts the idea of thickness, and it's
Yeah.
like thickness is something that's beautiful in one way, but also needs to be, like you said, balanced too. Because I mean, respectfully, we don't want to get too big, right? Because
Right. Yeah. Of course.
diabetes,
Of
all these things,
course.
right? But there's
Yeah.
also natural, just I don't know, explain it, but
Natural
natural.
thick, like just
I've loved
natural,
that shit my whole
like
life, personally. You know what I
just
mean?
natural, like, and
Natural.
it's crazy because like even like I'm about to be 25, so it's like growing up for me with like body image issues and stuff like that, there wasn't a lot of representation. One show, Raven Simone was somebody I always loved to watch when I was growing up, just because she kind of like reminded me of me as far as like her body type goes. But even then, like I feel like it was a little bit worse when I was younger, because back then it wasn't about being thick, it was like you had to be skinny,
Yeah,
like
yeah, yeah.
skinny, skinny, skinny. Like
Even in
all the
my
music
time.
videos, Sierra, Rihanna, like skinny, skinny,
Even
skinny.
my
So it's like,
time, even my time, girl. In my time, I'm 38, so even a little bit older. Like right, oh, I mean, okay, my time was booty actually because the Tupac, but over me, it was all about breast. It was all about breast implants. They didn't want no booties. It was like white girls, ideas
Mm,
of beauty. So it's a
yeah,
weird.
yeah. Yeah, it's always shifting every couple of years, but yeah, that's one reason I hope that, that's one thing that would make me proud. Would, see a young girl growing up like who has issues, and it's like you feel like you don't feel beautiful. You don't feel like you fit in. And for me, like I grew up with Mexicans. So I stuck out like a sore thumb. I always felt like outcasted, and I'm mixed. I'm
What are
mixed.
yeah? What are you?
I'm mixed. I'm black and I'm Mexican.
You a black
Yeah, I'm
man?
two. I'm the two of best
You
worlds. But
straight
you know what I'm
LA. That's
saying?
that's
Like
that's
I
Los
honestly,
Angeles.
I love who I am. I love who I am. I
Hell
love who I
yeah.
am.
Fuck
What's up,
yeah.
Dale?
Yeah. Shout out Dale.
Dale?
Hey, no, but that's LA for you right there.
No,
Black
for
and Mexican.
real.
That's
And
straight
that's
LA.
I was dating someone in New York, right? I had never been to New York, and he was Dominican. Never been around Dominicans before, but when I had went over and visited him, it was crazy because like all these fools looked like they I could be related to them. Like
Yeah, yeah, yeah,
for
yeah.
once, like I felt like I fitted in somewhere, like it's
Yeah.
crazy. It's so
And
crazy
those
too, like the
cultures like
cultures.
thickness too. And they
Mm-hmm.
got a lot
Yeah.
of thickness inside those cultures. I spent a good amount of time in New York, and my brother also lives in New York too. So, and
Yeah.
homegirl said, "How do you feel about social media playing a part in BBLs and the filters? Because the filters is
Man,
another thing too, man.
I mean,
I get a
I
little
like the
filter.
filters.
I, no, look, I like a little filter. It's cool. Even me, I
Yeah.
do it sometimes. But like when they go so far that you can't even tell who the fuck the person
When
is,
all your pictures have the same filter,
and they're all wiped down, you look like a ghost. You
the
know what I
same filter,
mean?
like, and um, I feel like that's just like this is just the beginning to the new technology age. Like, I feel like in the next 10 years, there's gonna be some crazy filters.
Oh yeah.
Like
Well, there's
I
a
don't even
metaverse
know
coming
because
and all
right
that
now,
shit.
yes, the metaverse, like all of
We're
that
gonna we're gonna be
is
all we're gonna be
it's
little
about to
bodies,
go
not even
down.
moving. We're not even gonna be moving.
You're
We're gonna have these things on, and we're just gonna sit, and
it's
the
gonna
robots are
be
gonna take all our energy.
straight Matrix shit. Dead ass. That's what it's gonna be. Like I'm literally I was watching it with my mom and I was just
What up,
like,
nasty?
this is really real. Like
That's what I'm saying about
really,
Jumanji.
really.
Like every like, and even like
And
the
even the
not
way people are dying, like,
uh
and I feel like even like with the black community, there's a lot of important people, like really important people gone.
yeah.
Nip, Chadwick, Virgil just passed away. Like these are
Chadwick,
icons,
that one was rough. I like that guy a
icons,
lot.
and just like that,
Yeah.
what's really going on here?
I don't know. That's what
What's
I'm
really
like,
going
man.
on here? Because
She's about
it's
to
just
sell her
not.
face for 400K. You got a pretty face too, homegirl. So you'll make you could sell 800K at least. That's a homegirl. That's a homegirl. Yep. Doja Brat, what up? Yep, the Matrix. I know. I know. That's the thing, man. I'm raising a daughter right now and I hope to have more kids. So I started looking at a lot of things, a
Differently.
lot. Oh
A lot of
God. Oh hella
men.
different.
That's what happens with men when they have a
Hell
daughter.
yeah.
It's different. It changes. It changes your whole
Oh
perspective.
hell
Some
yeah. That
some
shit.
men.
Hey, that shit fucked up. I mean, it's like when I found out the truth about drinking, basically, like that I still pour shots for people and I was but like drinking heavily. I mean, I don't mean just having a couple drinks, but I mean getting fucked up. I started
Yeah.
seeing everybody's faces and how ugly their faces look when they're drunk and how stupid people are and how dumb everybody is and how why am I in this place with a bunch of drunk, sick people, and I started
Hmm.
seeing like demons in their faces, what I mean? Because they were
That's
all
what
like,
it is.
because they're killing themselves. You're slowly killing yourself, and for a lot of our people, that's not alcohol's not natural to our bodies, so in terms of like our cultures. We had certain things like that, but not to that level.
Yeah.
Um, and so when I started seeing that, and I was like, fuck, I fucked it up for myself. You know, it was the same thing when I had my daughter. I was like, I saw the truth. You know, I saw a woman become a mother, which was the dopest thing ever. I'm not with the mother of my child, but I still honor her. I think every man should.
Respectfully. Yep.
Yeah, because
As it should be.
she made me a motherfucking father. You feel me? I mean, in my opinion, I just became a man like 3 years ago. You feel me?
Yeah.
Because I didn't feel like shit. I knew I was gonna have a daughter first. Like I honestly feel like I'm gonna have sons. Cool if I have a bunch of daughters. I'm not even tripping, honestly. Um, but I just knew I was gonna have a daughter. I know I needed that lesson. My spiritual advisor said, he's like, I had my first daughter, I believe, so that when I had my three sons. Um, so when I had my three sons, I would know how to teach them how to be men because
That's beautiful.
she taught me how to be a man. Because she's like, I wasn't a man until I had her. Then I could have three boys and really teach them how to be men. You know what I mean?
Wow.
Yes, my
Yeah.
baby mama is fine. She's fucking beautiful. She was Miss Sonoma County. She's a dime. Like basically like I fucked up, but you know what I mean? What can
At least you can
hey,
admit it.
yeah, hey man, I can't. Most people that know me, you know, like, hey, when you fuck up, all you can do is just try to do better. You feel me? And
Exactly.
we did salvage a friendship, and we salvaged like our foundational respect for each other. We never like I don't talk about it too much, but when I do, it's always honorable, and I would never ever put anything out there like that. There's not much to put out anyway, but what I
Yeah.
mean is that that's not for the world, and you know what I mean. And so
Yeah.
like watching her become a mother, and then watching a this little daughter that looks like me, you know? Like no hate to her, but she looks more like me. Everybody says it, you know. You know what I
It
mean?
happens.
And yeah, no. Well, she has both the best world. She has both. She has like hair like her mom, skin tone like her mom, like little features, almost everything. But then I got this part, you know, like this part, you know how you can kind of like, and it really like when you see kids that have the same as their parents,
Yep.
it kind of takes
Yep.
over. I don't know what it is about this little section of your face, but it like really, you know, like you see it with
Yeah.
kids in their family. But
Mm-hmm.
yeah, I mean that I don't know about you and your relationship with your father, but like for me, it's been such a humbling experience and then worrying. I wish I could I wish when I was a teenager I could just be a parent for one day. I had no understanding of what it would feel to worry about something, you know, so deeply, girl. The worry, it's like a soulful worry. I can't
Yeah.
explain it. It's not like
Yeah.
worrying what I'm gonna do tomorrow. It's like I have to make sure this motherfucker lives forever as long
Ever.
as I can before me. Like it's just crazy,
That's
bro. So
crazy. Yeah, that's crazy to think of when you never had kids. Like it's kind of like
do you have kids?
uncomprehendable, you know? I don't. I don't. One day. One
Good
day.
job.
One day.
Good job.
One
I'm not,
day.
hey, not hating on everybody that has kids kind of early, but I just think late 20s, early 30s, even to the mids, like live a little. I know that, like, you know, when you get older, you're not gonna have as much time with your kids, but like for me, it's quality over quantity. Like my parents had kids later in life, and yeah, my parents are in their 60s and 70s, but like they're happy. They took care of their shit. They got ready. They lived a full fucking life so they could offer their children something. And again, I'm not trying, this is my opinion on my spot, but like, I feel when people are having kids, hella young, what do they have to offer a child coming into this world? You
Yeah.
know, I
Yeah.
had my first kid at 35 and I'm barely feel like I have something to truly offer her. You know what I mean? And if I was
Yeah.
25, girl, when I was 25, I was just starting to wake up a little, you know?
Yeah. No, I feel you. I 100% agree with that. I 100% agree. Uh I think that, if you aren't willing to offer a innocent human being the not the perfect lifestyle, but enough to where they can be raised in a healthy environment, like what business do you have really? you
Yep.
know I know shit happens though. Shit
Oh, yep.
happens.
Shit happens
And like
and
it's kind of
it
crazy too
helps.
with like the abortion laws and stuff that are going on. Like they're trying to really take it down, like, and not to get too like political or anything like that,
It's all
but
good. I don't give a
you
fuck.
know
I do whatever.
um uh to take away that choice, it's not good. And like, you know, people who are pro-life always say, oh, well, you know, adoption, da, da, da. It's like, do you even know anybody who's ever been in a foster system?
Yeah, that shit's
Every
fucked up.
single person I know who's been in the foster system tells me how terrible it is.
I've never heard one person be like, "Oh, it was so
Oh,
great."
it
Not
was
once.
amazing. No. So it's like, okay, put them in the system. Like, you
Yeah,
know what I'm
yeah.
saying? Like, it don't make any sense. It don't make any
Nope.
sense. But I also do understand how difficult the choice is to make to even go through with that as a woman. You know what I mean? Our bodies are powerful, are amazing, are it's just crazy. I mean, you've watched,
Yeah,
you know,
I
a
see my
life
daughter
grow
come out
inside
of.
you,
I've
and
seen it
then you
all.
just, you know what I'm saying? Like, there's a lot of stuff that goes on in your brain, in a woman's brain, while this is happening. You know what I'm saying? So,
Oh,
to even like go through and do that is extremely difficult. It's extreme. Like, it's not like girls. Some girls like try to
oh,
make
I
it like,
know.
oh yeah, no, I'm gonna abort it. Nah, no, like
Oh
no,
no,
like, is
I've
it
had
in a
several.
joking way? I don't think that's a joke. Like, I
No,
don't think
no,
that shit is
trust me, that shit
funny.
is.
Like, at
I've had
all.
to have several, and I didn't want. I want. And listen, I believe in the woman's right to choose, but I also feel like I lost 5 kids that I could have had. You know, 5 children that I lost because I wanted every single one of those children, and they weren't ready for it. And I understand, but I also understand how hard it was for them. And so how I look at it is, you can't force a woman to create life. It's such a deep situation between her and her creator, you know, her situation.
Mm-hmm.
And so how I did is, I never talk about who I had them with. I never disrespected them. I always, if they asked to say that we lost the kid, you know, just so you know, I keep it real 100 on my shit. So, you know, I've spoken about this before, but like, um, so I did the lot, you know what I mean? And so I knew how hard it was for them. So I don't know explain it. I was hurt, but I wasn't mad at them. You know what I mean?
Right.
Because
Yeah.
you gotta do, you know, and if I would have had any of those kids, I probably wouldn't have lived the life that I did, and maybe not had my daughter now. So it's
Yeah.
okay, you know, it is what it is. But like
Right.
either way, just like with this whole, like I took the vaccine, but I don't think people should be forced to take the vaccine, and I don't
Period.
think that there should be like this whole passport thing. Like once we
Period.
start talking to each other about it, like men passing laws about women's bodies should never
It
ever
should
work.
not even
It
be a
shouldn't even be
concept.
like a concept, exactly.
Yeah.
People trying to tell people how to stick something foreign inside of their body
In their
without,
body. Exactly.
bruh,
Exactly. 100%. So,
like,
you know,
and
like,
for the people that want to do it, like I didn't want to do it, but I chose to do it. I did it, and I keep it pushing. And
right.
I also think it's counterproductive. I think if we were just like, here's the information, here's some solutions, here's some natural ways, and here's the vaccine, you know?
Mm,
You take your pick. This is a democracy. But no,
right.
they're trying to force, and with force comes resistance. You know what I mean?
Exactly. Yep. Yep.
I don't know. It's just
100%.
crazy.
Yeah, it's wild. It's wild, man.
So how do you stay positive going through all this stuff?
Oh
Or do
gosh,
you?
it's
Or do
hard.
you? Or
It's
do you?
hard. I can't even cap. It's hard. I smoke weed, you know. I feel like that helps me. Um, it's hard. It's really hard. And like social
I got my
media
own weed
also
bag.
has a huge fire. That gas, that gas.
Hell
I feel
yeah.
like social media has just our phones just have so much control over our minds, and
Yeah,
it's
dude.
scary. It's scary. It's so scary.
We're
Um
walking around hitting doors and shit. You know what I mean? I don't know
no,
if you guys seen.
yeah, falling over, like it's it's uh it's crazy, but like social media, everybody's social media is only the positive aspects of like their life. You know what I mean? You would never know if somebody's depressed or angry, or you never really see that side. I feel like people with platforms need to be a little bit more vulnerable, because we're all human at the end of the day. So it's like,
Hell
you know
yeah.
But yeah, I smoke weed. I just try to stay around people who are positive and who have good intentions, like with me, you know. Uh, I'm a very straightforward kind of person, you know. So if I don't fuck with somebody, I'm gonna let you know. And if you don't agree, bet we're I'm cool. I don't want to be around your space. Like I don't want to be around that. Like I'm very particular on like the people I keep around me, for sure.
Yeah, that's how I've also been. It's just like quality. It just gets smaller, smaller, but it gets more quality, right?
Yeah,
The quality gets even better and better though, because also like you get in a better space. You're not wasting energy in other places. You know what I mean? I'm cutting things leaner and leaner. Like I gave away a really nice car to get a hybrid, because it just made sense for me. Now I get to be in the whatever lane, you know what I mean, where everybody else, and I don't gotta be in traffic no more. I barely pay any gas. Like, people are complaining about gas. I ain't tripping. You know, my payments even less. It's just like cutting. You know, and I used to have a nice car. I kind of wanted to show the people in my community that we could do it, you know, and because I used to have a really good job in the mayor's office till I went back on my own. But
yeah,
like then I was like, I don't want to be seen. I don't need that. I'm cool already. You know what I mean?
right.
I don't
Yeah,
need these things. And not to say somebody else, it's nice to have a nice car, but like or like really nice car, but like right now it doesn't mean a lot to me. This pandemic opened up a lot of things to me materialistically too, you know?
right.
Like
Yeah,
all the things that we really don't need and we're not taking most of us, you know, we're gonna take our memories with us at best. You know what I
yeah,
mean? So
yeah,
that's why I'm
exactly.
trying to make dope ass memories and with my camera, I feel like my stories are gonna stay here when I'm gone, you know? So that's why, you know what I mean? That's why I'm in love with it. What's one of the dopest things you like about this industry, and one of the like kind of shittiest things you like about this shit?
The dopest thing is just having the ability to just be creative and be who you are. You know what I'm saying? Like,
Yeah.
and that just goes with anything. My favorite part about this this career is music videos, because I all my music videos, I'm the creative mind behind it. I have my homie Damien, who's my videographer. I come with him. I'm like, look, this is what I want to do. He says, all right, bet, and we go with it, you know, and performing that energy, right? Like I love being on stage, and that's something like, you know, there's levels to everything, right? And I feel like a lot of people who haven't had experience with performing on stage and stuff, that's a big hurdle for a lot of people. And a lot of times I was in theater growing up. I was in choir. I was in dance. Like I've been doing performances and stuff. So for me, getting up on there is easy. It's nothing. I know what I have to do to prepare for a show. I know not everybody has that, you know? So that's like one of my favorite things, just because like once you're up there, once you get past the fear, because like if you're performing somewhere where people don't know your shit, especially in the beginning stages, you know, it's
Oh
very
yeah.
intimidating. Very, very
Oh
intimidating.
yeah.
And a crowd can tell when you're intimidated,
Oh
when you're
yeah.
not confident.
Yeah,
Like,
they'll start talking over you. They'll start
yep,
having their own conversation and shit.
exactly, exactly. But that's my favorite thing, and I love being an underdog in the situation, because it's like, you know, I just performed like last month at a show. I went up there, I did my thing, I came out, and an artist came up to me and he was like, yo, honestly, when you introduced yourself in the beginning, he was like, I thought you were just gonna start rapping about your pussy. And he was like, oh great. He like rolled his eyes like, oh great, here's another female rapper. Da, da, da. He's like, but you went up there and you could rap, bro. Like you did
Yeah,
your
yeah.
shit, like props, you know? Um, but I love
That's
that.
what's
You know, I
that's what
love
I
when
like about
somebody
that
can tell
too.
me I saw you and this is
Yeah.
what I thought and you proved me wrong. That's like one of the best compliments ever, like ever. Um, I would have to say
What up?
though,
What up,
there's a
18?
lot of things in the industry that I don't I don't fuck with. I feel like some of the main issues is that it is dominated by men, and you know, just going places, like every venue I go to, every studio I've been to that I got invited to or whatever, you always get like you get the creepy ass motherfuckers, and it's like, I just came to do my work. I want to work. Like, I'm here to work. I'm not here to fuck you. I don't want to go out on a date with you. Like, you know what I'm saying? I feel like that, and that's something really intimidating. I feel like a lot of female artists don't pursue or try to keep going because they don't even feel comfortable like in certain spaces, and all the spaces you need to be in order to be in this industry, you know? The double standards, the the record labels kind of just controlling everything, and like this kind of goes back to like what I said earlier about like just female rap where it is right now. Like a lot of men complain about it being so sexualized right now, and I'm like, but you have to think about it like in a bigger aspect, right? So when hip-hop first started, have y'all heard the songs that
Yeah.
they was coming out with? You know what I'm saying? Like
Yep.
you got to give it a chance to evolve, but at the same time I feel like it's also controlled, and I feel like they're only pushing that type of female rap. It's not that that's all girls want to be, because that's not true. Rhapsody's the best female rapper out right
By
now. She's
far.
a
By
body
far.
bag. Men, you know what I'm saying?
By
But are they
far.
pushing her? Are
By
they
nothing. Not at
promoting
all.
her the way they do Cardi B, the
And
way they
everybody
do
knows,
Nicki?
and everybody knows who she is, but nobody. It's
Nobody
funny.
exact, and that's weird. Like we need more diversity in, like, we need more diversity in female rap. So that those are probably the two like biggest things I always think about, and I'm just like, it's just so frustrating because like I said, for me, I
Yeah,
like to
Missy
have the
Elliott.
two. I love,
Uh,
I love Missy. I love Missy. I love her.
what up?
She's like
Good times.
one of my favorites for sure. Like for sure. But yeah, for me it's like I don't wanna
Queen
look like a
Latifah.
strip. UNITY. UNITY.
Yeah.
Yup. Like,
Damn, I grew up on that
you
shit.
know? Um, so I feel like it'll get to that point. It's just all patience and just waiting for, its time. I don't That's one thing about being independent too. You have a little bit more power about your image and stuff. But if I were to go get a BBL right now, my career would be probably taken off in a year. And that sucks. That sucks that like we know as females, if you looked a certain way, like it'd be cake.
Yeah,
And
that's
that's
crazy.
and
And it costs, and it's I don't know, and you gotta risk your life for it for that, on top of it.
all for that.
Ugh.
Just the thought of that.
I don't know. That shit is, I don't know. I feel like there's also a mixture of people starting to kind of come up and say, we're not hating on you females for doing it, but that's not it, Like, we don't want booty on top of booty, Like,
Right.
when you're hitting
Hmm.
that shit from the back, I'm being honest, you can feel that shit. It don't feel the same, man. And it's just like, so
Even
what do
like
we,
even
for the rest of
boobs
my
too,
life?
right?
Oh,
Like
God.
like
Well, there's some the ones that sag down, I forgot the name of them, that they sag a little, but if you notice those ones that are flexed out and perked up, and
they're just perky.
dude, that's
Yeah,
too
no,
much,
they just
man.
look
And
like,
then,
yeah.
uh,
It was so I had
I
performed in
want some
Vegas.
gravity on my shit, Like, it's
I
I'm
had
looking like, oh, fucking like white people, all fucking, oh, rigid and shit.
oh my gosh. No, and like again, it just goes back to just like how that messes up your psyche of like what is, and then two, not only that, right? It's like we know that like men, like the natural bodies, but it's like everybody's pushing the fake ones.
So they
Everybody's
want that
liking
too.
all the pictures. These girls have millions on millions like of followers, and it's like y'all are putting y'all are placing them up there. You know what I'm saying? Like I don't know. It's just I don't know.
Yeah, but I mean, I think with everything is, it's just temporary. So hopefully, you know what I mean, when things, I mean, it'll start to kind of move to the back to like more natural. But again, we never know. I don't know what the fuck's going on now. I can't even say I don't know where we're going with this world. You know what I mean? Shit is crazy right now.
Yeah. Yeah, that's one reason too. I love Rihanna. Rihanna is like one of my favorite. people, like icons and stuff, and she's just natural. Tiana Taylor, natural,
Yeah.
super artistic, like just like we have these you know, these women representing, but I don't know what's happening, man. I don't know what's happening.
Yeah, what I like so far from you is that I feel like it's like comprehensive. It's like all women, you know, in terms of you talk about your sexuality, your experience. Like you don't just like heavy on one, but you got it all. You know what I
No
mean? And then
gimmicks
you're,
here. Nope.
yeah,
Nope.
yeah,
Yeah, I have a
that's what's
lot.
cool. And
I have a
I like the not the cadence is cool, but delivery. You know what I mean? That shit is you got that. I feel like that shit comes. You already got that part on hit. You just now it's just about whatever finding your niche or whatever they fucking call it. You know what I mean? It
right.
is
Yep.
true though. It's kind of like when I'm finding my voice. Like you got to find your voice. Like even when you're interviewing people or how you do things or you find yourself, you know, in your work. You know what I
Yep.
mean? Because I do this and I do photography and videography, but it's all kind of interacting with human beings and how to you know what I mean? How to do it.
You.
And for
You.
me, it's always been through the best is through experience than just
Right.
like sitting back and fucking, you know, what I mean, I like to experience shit and then see what happens. You feel me?
Yep. Mm-hmm.
Hell yeah. Well, hey, before we get up out of here, some shout outs and any where are we going? What's the game plan from here on out, man? Because it's an awkward time, you know. We're opening up. We're kind of opening. Man, like you're talking about the shows. Like, girl, I used to shoot shows, and I'd be the couple photographers that are on stage, and you get to feel the energy from the crowd and the food. And I'm talking about 50,000 people or something, you know. And you know, I don't get to experience that shit no more. So. Um, you know what I mean? I want to go to live shows again.
No, for real. And speaking of live shows, like that's another topic. Astro World, right? Like,
Oh my God.
yo, like
What happened?
that was just weird. Like weird. Like, and I love Travis. I love Travis. Like Travis is one of the artists that I seen that he inspired me. That's when the seed was planted in my head. I was like, what the hell am I doing down here? I want to be up there. I want to be doing
Yeah.
what that I want to be up there type thing. But
Have you ever been to a show?
oh yeah.
I've never been to it, so I don't know. I heard
Yeah,
that. I heard.
I seen Travis Scott at Hard Summer. I want to say it was either 2017 or 2018. Maybe it was 2018 because Astro World had just dropped. Like he just dropped the album. It was the first day the album was out, right? So the energy was crazy, but because it was Hard Summer, Insomniac, which is like the company that hosts all the raves. You go to a rave, raves are the best music festivals to go. The safest, people are respectful. It's not like when you go to Rolling Loud day and night. You know what I mean? Where people are just rude, trying to fight, waking up and
Yeah,
shooting
because
for
everybody's on
violence.
that shit. They're like, hey, how you doing?
Everybody's waking up,
Yeah,
you know.
on the
But
ex
even
on that.
even
But
at
hey, it's
Rolling
true. But
Loud,
it's cool though. No, because when you're on shrooms, when you're on psychedelics, when you're on the other powder, whatever the other pills, but it's about like love and unity and
love,
experiencing this vibe for a minute, you
right?
know, together. You know, I've been no, I can appreciate those for sure.
Yeah, I know for for sure. But yeah, I had seen him. So it was a little bit different. But I got injured. My toe got stubbed. Like my toe was bruised. Like this was a Travis Scott. Like he, you know. But I really think it shines a light on just one, the police department for everything. Like I feel like there are multiple people who need to take fault for this, and I feel like he's taking the biggest hit. Obviously it's his name and all of that. I just don't think that's fair. I
Yeah,
don't think it's
nah, for
fair. I
sure.
don't agree with it. Because the fact of the
Security, all
matter
kinds of
is
shit.
they said to shut that shit down, and now everybody's pointing fingers at each other. You know what
Yeah,
I'm
yeah.
saying? And that's what I think is wrong, because now it's 10 people dead, and y'all
A
want to
little
just point the
boy.
fingers at each other.
Oof.
Like, you know what I'm saying? Like, what happened to us taking accountability? You know what I'm saying? I feel like that's something that in every, even politics and stuff, like we've just lost it as a society. Like,
Oh,
I'm just thinking,
the lies more entertaining. You know what I mean?
right?
The
Yeah,
the lies more entertaining. So I forgot what it's Charlamagne the God said thing. Yeah, when the truth is not as whatever as entertaining as the lie, people are gonna go with the lie because it's social media now. It's probably entertainment and shit. It's like
yep,
it's
entertainment
crazy.
taking it over. Yep, yep,
For
yeah.
sure, for sure. Well, so anything coming up? What's coming up for you? Any last shout outs
So
before
I
we get up
actually
out of
have
here?
my debut EP dropping on Monday, the 6th.
Yeah,
So I'm
that's right.
actually having a release party on Sunday. So anybody wants to pull up, DM me. I got all the information. Pull up is $5 entry. There's gonna be alcohol. It's gonna be lit, and there's gonna be performances. I'm gonna be performing. I have some other people on the lineup and all of that. It's gonna be a good ass time. You don't want to miss this shit. And
Hell yeah.
go fucking check out my project on Monday, because I'm telling you, I've been waiting for this shit for so long, and it's finally here. And like, I'm super stoked. So that's definitely what I have going. I will have more music videos. So, you had seen the part 1 and part 2. There's going to be a
Yep.
part 3, and there's going to be a
Oh
part
shit.
4.
It's loading.
It's
It's loading.
loading. It's loading. It's loading. It's loading. Like, we just getting started. We
Oh,
ain't
for
even
sure.
started yet. Like,
Oh no, this is
just
like
beginning.
pre-games.
Yep.
Everybody's just I do feel like historically like the last pandemic, like people came out in the 20s. They call them the roaring 20s because it was hella money and things. The Great Depression did happen after that too, though,
After.
so you gotta watch out. But hopefully people come out a lot more just because you know what I mean? Because it's time. I feel hopefully with this. I feel bad. They were calling it the Marion Strand or whatever. That shit was
Somebody
funny or
seen
whatever.
that.
They
Somebody
should
seen
bury
it.
it. It's fucked up.
No, the dance move. I seen the meme with like,
Yeah.
oh, all the people getting vaccinated gonna be
Yeah. That's hella funny.
like, oh
Oh
my
yeah. I'm
gosh.
definitely going to get my booster. Oh shit.
Okay.
Well, hey, it's telling me we gotta wrap it up. So any last thoughts before we jump up out of here? I appreciate you for
No,
stopping
shout
by.
out, hey, shout out to all my supporters, shout out to my family, shout out everybody. Go check out my new shit. You already know.
For sure. All right, well
Tap in.
we're gonna keep building and let me know, and when I'm in LA we'll do a photo shoot and chop it
Hell
up in person.
yeah. You already know. Hit me.
For sure. All right,
Yeah.
girl.
All right.
Peace.
Bye.